What's up, y'all? Welcome to Bros and Cons podcast, and we have the hardest working hip hop artist in Milwaukee. And what better place to do it than at a boxing gym? We got Dubb Saq in here.
Got him in the building, Bros and Cons. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time coming, waiting to get introduced to this man. So,
Yes,
can you tell us a little bit about yourself, brother?
Go by Dubb Saq. It's D-U-B-B-S-A-Q. Born and raised on Milwaukee South Side. Like Koki said, bro, because
Man, I've been here with you. We were at the Cypher, what was
Yup.
that, 3 years ago? And I
3 years
seen you out there, and I didn't really get to see you perform your tracks, and you had a little freestyle in there. And I've just watched you go from that Cypher to shows. I got to introduce you at a show, your
Yup.
first sold out show.
Yep.
But we'll
First
get to that.
headliner.
You was the
Yep.
headliner
Crazy.
there. Listen, man, I could sit here and talk about all the stuff I seen on there. The Bucks shut it down with you up in there, walked you through the locker room, and I ain't even been to a Bucks game.
That was my first Bucks game that I went to at the new stadium.
Oh, okay,
We used to go to Bradley.
It was Bradley Center. Bradley Center.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bradley Center.
So whereabouts on the south side you grew up?
I'd say like near St. Luke's.
Okay.
Leon's Ice Cream. I went to Manitoba Elementary.
Okay.
For like pretty much my whole elementary career.
Okay, yeah. I went to South Division for like a day.
Yeah.
I was about it. I was off the east side, so I went to South Division for a day, and I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. So,
I went to right by Jackson Park. So
Okay,
I went,
yep.
Yeah, I went there for like kindergarten through 8th grade. I went to a different school 8th grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So let's get it started, man. I mean, the music. We can't stop. You're a new father.
Yeah.
We gotta stop for a second. You brought a light into this world, so we
Yeah.
gotta just take a second, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. How's that going?
It's been a big impact in my day to day. I'm with her. My wife goes to work, so I'm with the baby, and then when she gets home, I get to be a rapper.
I gotta know. I mean, are you holding many concerts with the little one in there? Doing your little show?
She likes most of my music, but she hates my song Too Many. She
Oh.
does not like that song. It's
to-
just too much going on.
We have to interview her as soon as she can talk.
You know what I'm saying?
She does not like that song. It's too much going on.
She starts crying?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
It like itches the brain or something.
Well, now we're talking about the little one. You know, thinking back, what really got you into music? I mean, what was the draw to it? Like,
My dad used to make music, so I guess I always came up around seeing that it was possible, because he would do shows and come home with money and stuff, and I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I remember being in the studio super young and just being allowed to just have fun and like freestyle and stuff. So
that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had the foot in the door already.
we had a studio right across the hall from my room. I wasn't allowed to go into.
Oh, okay.
But I would go into it.
Right. And you know what? The things that it's funny you said that, because I was just telling Koki. So my son, his nephew, he's the one that packed on my podcast stuff. And at first I'm like, man, why did he put all this stuff in here that don't even need to be in there? And then I ended up needing the extension cord, the power block. So I'm like, man, even though I tell him not to touch my stuff, I'm glad he did. You know what I mean? So that's like one of those things where stay out the studio, but you finna carve yourself a path, to jump into the music game. That's what's up.
Yeah.
And so we had the seed planted, and now I've seen you went on tour too. I saw that.
Yep.
Oh,
I ain't never gonna do that again. Get
I
the
seen
microphone.
He's making fun of you. He's gesturing me here.
Right, time out.
But,
time out on the play.
Clip that.
Is that better? We good? So with the draw to music, the inspiration came from your father in the studio early on. Because I mean, to do this, I seen you traveling. I heard in your song, you were in the box truck, traveling, doing these things, and to have discipline and motivation like that. Like, where do you draw from? Like, what gives you the motivation to, when all your friends are out probably having fun, you're grinding like day to day? I've
lost so much friendships, relationships, family experience. Since I was 15, it started off as just like I'd say like an escape, whether I knew it or not.
I can feel your energy when you
Yeah,
talk about
hey,
it. Whoa, look at that.
Yeah.
Let's go. That's
I
real.
didn't even know it though, but it was an escape, and I didn't even rap about my life really. I just rapped just to rap.
Right.
And then when it was like when I turned 20, I had to hit like the reset button on life, and music was that only constant I had during that time period.
So you said reset. What caused you to want to hit that reset? Like, what was it?
I thought I had life figured out. I moved out when I was like 17 with a girl, had a house, you know, thought everything.
I thought you was doing the grown man things already.
Dad telling me, you know, da da da. And I'm like, no, it's gravy. It was not gravy. And then, yeah, after that fell through, I kind of just really uprooted. I didn't even pack my desk or nothing. I left everything and just reset, and music was the only thing that came with me. That makes sense. So it was kind of like I just had to re-experience life, but
now you stopped and reset. Like,
music was still there. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
The important,
left everything else in
yeah.
there, but you still had the music,
Yeah.
and that's always what you was gonna build on to begin with. You know what I mean?
And I didn't even realize how much power that music had, and the fact that it was still with me during that time period. I was like, dang, like this is everything I got.
Right.
That's when I really started to open up, I think, on the music and actually talk about like my experiences and hardships and just life.
Okay.
do you find that it's easier now that you've had some experiences to put that, infuse it into your music? You said you were rapping just to be rapping before.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it like, how does it feel when you're putting the real life experiences into your music, and then somebody feels that?
It's like
they can feel it, they relate.
It's like I'm just talking to the most trustable person in the world, the microphone, and it's just me and the microphone right there, and I don't even think about it, to be honest. I think that's what helps me, is I try not to think about it too much. I don't even, you can ask anybody before a show, I have to like listen to my music, because I don't even allow myself to retain it. I'm literally just, this is how my day was.
Right.
I recorded a song last night, couldn't tell you most of the words. I know it was something about not playing with fire because the burns never heal. That was like the theme of it, you know what I mean? But
well, I think like when I text you the other day, and I said exposure. You know, that's kind of exactly what you're talking about, because it becomes repetitive. Like you don't even got to think about it, but that's your therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you get on the microphone, and it's like I don't even gotta recite it anymore. And they say that about public speaking. So I do public speaking, and when you public speak, they tell you that the more and more you tell your story, and the more you do that, then the easier it becomes. So you don't even think about it no more. Yeah. Because even now, I get out on the stage and I'm like, so I got to think about something to ground me.
When you think about it, you get too caught up in it. And it, for me, music is just a part of me, so it's got to be organic. I can't, let's put the hook here. I can't even think about it like that.
I like that.
It won't. Yeah.
So I can actually relate in a couple of those. When I get in, I can freestyle in front of anybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can sing.
He won the cipher.
Do you know something? I never once had any idea that I was even had a chance to win.
Yeah. That was a fun day.
I'm glad y'all mentioned that though, because I remember that's the first time I started following you. I saw the cipher. Obviously because Cokie posted it, then you came across. But there was something that you were saying and doing that just stuck with me. You know what I mean? So it was like that last thing. Hey, I'm gonna get him on the podcast. And I think I told you that when I sent you that message.
I was telling him,
I'm trying to get you on.
When we connected again, I was like, you sounded familiar and you looked familiar, and I was like, I've definitely talked to you before.
Yeah, we were going back and forth.
Yeah.
And then I think you went on a tour with Afro Man.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
crazy,
super cool, man.
Because even at the Brawl House, like y'all performing at the Brawl House, so one of my brothers is the bouncer there.
Okay.
So they're there all the time, him and his dude. And then
keeps us safe.
One of the guys that used to box out of this gym, actually,
Conflict Sports.
Yep, Conflict Sports. My man Tashawn, his cousin is the other bouncer there. So it's kind of like everything go full circle.
Yeah.
And then
that's how life works, I swear.
what's his name? Rise.
Rise Hendricks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what they call them weird bars, right? So
Yeah.
me and my lady do a morning TikTok review. So whenever we do that TikTok review, he used to come through all the time, and I'll be like, man, I'm gonna get him too. Like I'm definitely gonna reach out to him, and then all of a sudden he in Appleton.
Let me know, we'll put it together.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Rise is good people. That's big bro. He checks in, taps in with me every now and then.
Nice.
Vice versa. That's good people right there.
That's what's up.
Rise.
That's what's up. Yes. 'cause he's-
Shout out Rise, Mr.
Yes,
Weird Bars.
definitely, man. Hey,
And he got the real bars too.
Hey, I know he
real
do.
bars.
You gotta have real bars to change them and make weird bars.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It takes work.
Hey, I just gotta say, it's about to be Thanksgiving and Christmas again, so get some weird bars going. So
Yeah, let's go.
We need that.
But what I was leading to with I struggle in the studio. I can freestyle in front of anybody and I'm comfortable, but when I get in front of the mic and it's just me and the mic, I'm like, I don't know what it's. I almost like I.
So it's kind of like a reverse thought process between the two of you. You get on the mic and you ready, and you see the mic and you like, yeah, I'm just gonna do the phone.
That is a super common phenomenon though for freestylers. A lot of like freestyles or battle rappers can't record like a song.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It is
It's,
hard.
it's a very common phenomenon. I don't know what it is or why.
My brain, when I try, then that's the second part, the overthinking.
Yeah.
If I walk in, I hear a beat, freestyle over it, leave it, it's the best one. If I think about it, I'll do it 90 million times and it'll be terrible by the end of it.
And then it just won't feel the same.
Nope,
Or it's
not
like
at
you're
all.
like working on it or something.
Right.
Now, and with leading with the music and stuff, so the balance. How do you keep your smile through all of this? Because I struggle with that myself, and I like to ask people that are successful, especially you do multiple things. How do you maintain your balance, your smile with your people at home, your family, but also yours?
The I think I do need the music. My wife will tell me like when I need to record. She's
Right.
like, you need to record.
I like that.
That's my stabilizer. The
I
music
love that,
is
man.
my stabilizer.
I love that because you new to being married too, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got a whole lot of news going
lot
on
of-
this year, man. Like,
You ain't slept in like 6 weeks. You got the little one at the house. Like you
Man,
never sleep.
I ran into one of my guys the other day. He dabbed me up. He's like, because I ain't seen him in a minute. He's like, he said, congrats. He's like, you got them dad eyes now. I was like, really?
You carrying luggage at all times.
Me a break.
and your girl dad, huh? Yeah, see,
yeah.
You
I got 5 sisters, so I know I'm in for a lot.
Oh yeah. My daughter 5, man, and she is something else, And Koki, he can attest to being a girl dad.
I got 2 of them. One of them's about to get married. Congratulations, by the way.
Yes,
I actually
congratulations.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And my other one, she's 15. Still building that relationship because I'm an addict in recovery. And I was gone for a while, but I'm working to do that. And just to let you know, you inspire me by being a dad and sharing your videos because that's how big my daughters were when I left.
That was a battle of mine to even think about doing at first because there's a lot of weirdos out there and stuff. But I think I delegated, balance it enough. It should be fine. I don't know. I just don't want to put too much out there too. 'Cause there's a lot of stuff I'm like, oh, this would be cool.
Right.
I want to share this. I know people would like this, but like some stuff I don't.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you got to regulate how you are in the public eye. You know what I mean? And that's why I said, man, I respect your wife telling you it's time to record. Because my lady knows when I get to feeling a type of way. She's like, you need to do a podcast.
She
Like,
can
you
like
need to start doing something. They can feel that energy.
I'll get moody. I'll stop talking as much. Might just be in my own little world or
Right.
a lot more outbursts.
Yeah.
I still got a lot I'm working on, but the music is the glue for me.
I will agree with the so when I started freestyling in my recovery, I used to do it a long time ago, but I would get wasted and thought I had to get drunk to be able to rap and repeat myself. But it's the connection to weed. I say it a lot because I used to walk into gas stations and sing Alicia Keys. Or I tried to.
Yeah.
And it's to get over my social anxiety.
That's what I was doing.
It helped me by doing that, helped me get through it. And music, actually, I just posted about this. So there's a MC from Milwaukee, Tarim Spade One, who was a big part of my coming up as a MC and stuff. And he talked about music saved his life. Well, had music not saved his life, he wouldn't have saved mine.
Right.
Because when I found my aneurysm, he's the one that sent me to the ER to make sure I did that. It's amazing how his love for music, if you think about it that way, saved my life.
Right. Well, it's paying,
And now I'm paying it forward.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's
Everything is connected.
Yeah, so I'm glad you let
That's why
into
you
that.
feel chills.
So like, what is it that your music, you hope to help in the community? like through your music and all the things that come with the music and the fame and recognition and stuff, you know, what are you planning? What are your thoughts on helping back in the community or anything like that?
Definitely want to, give back to community. We've been thinking about doing something like a clothes drive or something, or some food for Thanksgiving. Me and my wife been talking about that, but I really just want to show, man, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I ain't nobody special, bro. Like, music, just some reason we got acquainted very well.
Right, I like that.
And it's
your purpose.
Yeah, that's what it is. You found your purpose. That's why it's so comfortable and it's so connected. You know what I mean?
It's just like such a weird, because I don't even perceive it like that, but like when I look at it, it's like, it makes sense. It makes me speechless.
Right.
Sometimes
It makes sense.
About
it. And a long time. Like I grew up here in Milwaukee. You know, I ran these streets, man. Like I thought I was gonna be in my whole entire life. And when I started public speaking and doing podcasting and stuff like that, I was like, oh wait, man, we own something here. Because I remember when Cokie first said, I want to do public speaking and give back to what I broke, and I'm just like, man, you on to something. Like, we definitely got to do something, and that's why I immediately started reaching out to people like you, because I see you at the Cypher with Cokie.
Shine lights on people that are grinding.
Right.
And put the work into themselves.
Well, so many people waste their talent.
And a lot of people think it's so easy and sweet, like, oh, he just goes in there.
Social media itself is tough, but you're doing music and social media.
Yeah.
Keeping social media platforms is something itself. Keeping all that up, videos, content, your videos from music, your studio sessions.
It's everything.
Dubb Saq is your brand.
Yeah.
Cokie, that's we are our brands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Most people get a brand like Walmart, they selling food, they selling clothing, stuff like that. We selling ourselves. It's crazy as it sounds.
And I think
we
like
are our brand.
All of us here, like our main thing too is we're unapologetically us.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like we don't gotta do like nothing crazy. We just got who we are, and we are just sharing it straight through. And how we do it nowadays is social media.
Exactly.
It's the best way to reach.
And it is. Because you can reach, for every I say this all the time, so I gotta say it again. For every 100 people out there that don't like you, there's 1,000 that do. So just keep posting, keep doing what you're doing, and have faith and don't believe in yourself 100%.
And a lot of them that don't like you really do like you.
Exactly.
They wish they were you.
Yep.
It's weird because.
Yep. And I've talked about that. It was so, and I'll use myself as an example. I used to be very judgmental because I was insecure and hated myself. I was ashamed, but I would be like, "Oh, why they got that? Why they do that? Why they that?" Instead of going, "Hey, I see you're successful. Could you help me?
Right.
Could you teach me?"
That's that human nature.
You know what I mean? Instead, I'm gonna push you away.
And a lot of people will sit there and talk with you and actually try to help you. You know what I mean?
It was that envy that creeps in, and they just like,
Competition.
why is it happening for them, but it ain't happening for me? But then that's the other end of the sword with social media, because people wake up and they watch social media and they see what everybody else got and what everybody else is doing, and they're like, why ain't this me? And then that's where the hate starts.
We're only sharing what we want you to
Yes,
see.
it's only started. A lot of people don't. If you don't know social media and like do it a lot, you don't know these things.
No.
Like people look at it and think that's the real. That's all you do.
And I get family sometimes. They'll hit me up like, "Why'd you say this? Why'd you say that?" I'm not gonna lie. Some things, not like rage baiting, but like I know it's gonna spark a conversation.
Oh yeah.
And like I've never been one to be too controversial, so I don't post too much about certain things.
Right.
But like if I can orientate it and tie it in, I'll post about it. But some people just take it, run with it.
My nickname was Swiss Cheese for a while. I was getting gunned down on Instagram. Just being me. Like my socks and my nails and my hair and my positivity.
YouTube, I get that on YouTube.
He's come on, be like, why? Just I don't understand why. I'm like, man, bro, forget all that. Forget all that noise.
I get the Dubb Saq, nut sack, butt crack. I get that all the time. I don't care because.
So I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I first seen you come across, you ever seen the show Dave?
Yeah, well,
so that's what I see.
Jack Harlow, you gotta put it out there. You gotta
Jack Harlow, Saq Harlow,
But they're all talented people, though. That's
right.
the thing.
That's the thing about it.
But no, you actually, before I knew you, I was like, wait, he kind of reminds me of Jack Harlow.
I got it was like 2017. I did a show on Center Street at the Jazz Gallery.
Okay,
This,
yep.
this girl came up to me. She's like, "Oh my God, Lil Dicky! Oh my God!" I was like, first off, it's Dave. And I shook her hand to the picture with her, posted it, and then I commented on it in my Dubb Saq account. I was like, "Hey, that was me."
that is hilarious.
Trolling
That
her.
is, yeah, like look, it is me. You know what I'm saying? Go and hit my pocket.
They'll comment on TikTok, say whack Harlow, all that shit, but
Hey,
No,
the,
but that
the
absolute
music
song's
dope,
that's
and the
my
music
favorite.
keeps moving. You know,
His writer needs bandages.
Yes.
hey, I'm so cutthroat that my rider needs bandages. They don't,
Yes.
they don't listen. Bro.
I put it at him as soon as I saw him again. I said, "You know what you said this in your song?"
He said something to me at the Schofield show. And I was
Okay.
like, I was like, "Yep, you listen."
That one, I like that one. I like Buzz too.
Yep. Okay.
That's
yeah.
dope. The bass when
Yeah.
it comes in, like wow.
My girl likes that song.
That song's dope.
Yeah.
So
I played it for Steph.
where's your music? Like what platforms? You know, for the viewers, where can they find?
Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, Roblox. We're on Roblox.
Oh, okay, yeah,
What?
You can- yeah, in the video game.
Oh, that's
Hey, I
what's up.
tried to find your filter too.
On
Snapchat. I couldn't
yeah.
find it, man. I was
We
gonna
got
share it out for
W
you.
Dollar.
Right, right, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, nah, my people here. That's what's up. Conflict Sports in the building.
Conflict Sports.
That's
is
what's
good.
What up, man?
How you doing?
But yeah, no, I mean, so you know, and that's what I like about the Bros and Cons. You know what I mean? We keep it relaxed, comfortable, you know, and try to keep it a good environment.
He's the stick on the carrot.
That's right. You know what I mean? He likes to give hugs, and I like to tell people, you
This
know
is
what
not a
I'm saying?
green
You
screen.
need to get up
No,
and do what you
we're
gotta
actually
do.
here.
We're at Conflict Sports.
Yes, I
That's
can go
right.
back and hit the bag if you want me to. And it'll move.
Yes, and definitely. So I want to shout that out too on this episode. You know, the Silver Gloves are coming up. Conflict Sports going to be a major part of it. So, you know, I want to thank them for the opportunity to be able to come and have this interview with you, you know, in the gym. So, and this is my first time at the gym as well, and I need to be making
He's
my
another working here.
appearances.
I do.
Yes, that's
I
right.
told him I was a body slam in here. Wow.
Well, I went to a gym one time and it smelled real good in there. They had nice little
They
smelly
wasn't
soap. And I
working.
was like, nah, y'all ain't
Yeah,
working
you put
here.
in the work.
That's right, yeah.
It's for looks.
I ain't really hear anything else about them either.
We
So.
went to the influencer gym.
Right. So, but yeah, man. So, what are your next projects or any recent projects that you're working on now that you want people to know about, look forward to?
November 11th, I'm dropping Dime Bag, which is essentially my
This is my
my
nickname.
come up story.
Okay.
Oh, let's
Essentially,
go.
From Dubb Saq to a dime bag. I'm sure you
Okay.
know what a Dubb Saq.
Yeah, for sure.
What's half of a dub is a dime.
You
So
know, yeah.
a lot of people don't know that.
They don't. Not nowadays.
That's
Not
fair.
nowadays, because ain't none of that what it used to be.
And my dad gave me that nickname, so
Okay.
Nice.
I loved it.
everybody in school.
I need
Dubb
to-
Saq. So.
I'm not, we gotta stop right now. This new track, Underdog, and
That
you
is
know,
on the album.
I feel that to the core. You know me, you know my story,
Mhm.
and I want to know what brought that to you. What made you want to put that on?
Bro, that is the most expensive song of my career. I wrote that coming back from New York. The rest of our tour got canceled. So
Mhm.
at this point, I've only done maybe a third of the shows I was booked for.
Right.
You know, I'm independent. I pay for my traveling. I pay for my slot,
Sponsors,
everything. Sponsors.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
help our homie out. Help our homie out. What's up?
But I wrote that song coming home from New York. I think it was like a 16-hour drive or something.
Okay.
And 2 months out from the baby coming, and I spent my last on that tour. I spent my last on slots, merchandise, everything, and the show's being canceled. I'm not selling merch. I'm not making money. That's why I call it my most expensive song, and I ain't even
Right.
said this publicly or nothing. Like that song basically costed my whole tour slot, merchandise, everything, and I don't even write. I freestyle.
Right.
I was so mad at the world, and I felt like such a loser, failure. I was I'm about to have my first kid,
Right.
and I have nothing.
Waiting on that big
I
success.
got nothing. Like I got my girls, you know, house tour. You know what I mean? So, stuff happens, and that's part of the
Ooh, I
music
can feel your
industry.
energy
You
while
just
you're
gotta
talking.
you gotta roll
But
with
that's
the
the behind the
punches.
scenes people don't see. Those are the things, you know, they see
I
see you on the video like, yo, we on our way back. You know,
Yeah.
they ain't see what happened
The
while I was
hardest
there.
working artist here. I told y'all.
I sat right behind 906 Hammy, and I literally dug in my sleeping bag and just didn't talk. And I sat in my phone and I wrote it out. It just came out of me. I don't even
I like it. It's dope.
That's how I felt. I literally just felt like the underdog. I've been losing. I got scratches all over my paws. I'm scratching at the door, nothing's going.
Right.
That's how I was in that. That's why the verse starts off, all these long nights ain't paying off. That's what y'all showing me.
Yeah, I know the track.
Cause you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just put my all, and it's like.
Ain't getting nothing back in return right now, you know, and
But
that's
I made
the
that
key word
song.
right now.
But I made that song out of that, so something good did come out of it.
Oh yeah, it came out of the struggle.
Hey, and you grow. When that happens, you grow. And you know what? The best way to show out is to shine.
Mm-hmm.
Shine so bright.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's all them 100 people that don't like you out there, you know what I mean? Just keep shining, you know. And,
But that's that adversity. That's that discipline. That's that motivation that you maintain your own boundaries.
Yeah.
To stick to it. When you started feeling down, you didn't say, I quit. You said, hold on, man. What can I do here? What can I? All right, we're at the bottom. What am I going to do? I'm going to write a song.
I was in the van with my brothers, you know, Hammy, Reed, Rise. I ain't want to pop off and say anything because of how I was feeling. Because I was just frustrated. I was mad at the world. You know, it's easy to just throw the madness around when you're mad. So I knew if I just directed it to one spot, a.k.a. that notepad or the notes, at least I can let it out right here.
Right.
Like, just not care because there's no filter needed. It's me
and when it bounced back, everybody gonna feel it in here.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You got one smile, and I like that track.
Oh yeah.
I called him right away. I said, "You heard him? I said, you see Dubb Saq?"
I know. Are you able to pull it up, or are you able to pull it up?
Of
and
course.
play a couple. You know what
Yeah, I
I'm saying?
know.
Let's get a couple clips of it. You know. I was gonna do it, but I'm recording on the device that I
that
got.
song came from a pit.
Okay.
A very dark and questionable time.
Right. Hey, I like that though, cause my you know, I don't know if you ever heard of Skylar Ray. That's a homeboy of mine. You know what I mean? So I got him on a couple podcasts. But he does that tour all over, and you know, a lot of his is geared towards sobriety now. But he definitely you good. Yeah, he definitely is somebody who is putting all that energy and darkness, you know, out of dark places into his music.
And it probably helps me feel a lot lighter than day
Oh,
to day.
yeah.
If I wasn't able to do it,
Oh yeah. You did the pictures for that. I like that too.
my guy Bro Jeff,
Okay.
Jeff Broski.
I like that.
Check the track out. It's fire. You want to be inspired. You want to know and feel that grind. Check it out. The underdog. You ever felt like an underdog? Let's go. Stand up.
Hey, that's right. Hit us in the links when we post these videos in this episode.
Yes,
Let us know
sir.
what y'all thinking. You know what I mean? After y'all go check out that track. So,
Positivity warriors. Let's get
so
at
what
it.
do you
Let's stand up.
what do you got set up? You know, for now. You know, now that you got, you know, you settling into marriage, you settling into the daddy life. You know what I mean? You got the music.
Yeah.
So what's next? Like, you know, in the near future.
Just keeping the machine moving.
Okay.
I think we did 5 or 6 projects this year. I did one with Hammy, Sub Music Boss, Pain Baby Youngin, Prism. That's 4, okay. See, I hate when I start, you know what I mean?
I know, you like, I gotta shout this person
doing so
out.
much stuff, you know what I mean?
This one.
But I want to say Dimebag be my 5th album of the year.
Okay.
So it's just really just keeping the machine going. No tours planned at the moment. I got a show in Lowell, Indiana, December 13th. That'll
Okay.
be my last show of the year.
All right.
And then that's about it right now. It's just really just keeping creating and keeping the content coming.
Well, we might be reaching out to you because we're trying to. These are just plans, you know. But I got somebody in Canada, and they're real big on the music
Listen
scene,
out for
and
music,
we wanna. They got their own podcast, you know. Shout out to Pine Case, you know, podcast. Kalisha Campbell from Canada, but they real deep into music, and we trying to put together like a cipher, you know, Canada versus the States.
That'd be dope.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So we trying to, and I know that Wu-Tang, you know, be out in Canada. They got a lot of investments, you know.
Wu-Tang, bro. 8th grade when I left MPS, I was in this computer class and we did a presentation on like your favorite whatever.
Okay, yeah.
My favorite rapper was Method Man.
Okay, yeah.
Mind you, this is
METHOD,
like
man.
Speaker Knockers era,
Yep,
Lil
yep.
Wayne era. You know, bro,
Speaker Knockers,
everybody
yeah.
in my class was like,
Oh, we're
shut
old.
the fuck. Like, nobody was trying to hear Method Man, but I love Method Man, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
dope.
Method Man with all my heart.
Yeah. Man, I listen to Wu-Tang more than I listen to anything. Bro,
Bro.
turn something on to bring me back to my roots with music and stuff like that. It's Wu-Tang.
I was buying CDs, like,
Right.
and It's just great. Yeah,
I forget how old we are. We was buying cassettes.
Yeah, we just.
Well, no, the crazy thing is when I was buying CDs, no other kids in my class or nothing had CDs. This is like streaming, like every.
Oh yeah, they already
everybody
streaming. You
got
still
it.
getting the CDs.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you still getting
One of
them.
the cool.
My
the
first
cool art.
vinyl was Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay.
I love it.
That's funny. My sister just dressed up as Eazy-E for Halloween, so they saw the picture and the kids kind of like, who is that? Like, who are you supposed to be? Like, it's Eazy-E. Like, I knew that right away.
My girl can rap Easy Does It word for word. She showed me
you
that
should
on one of
have
our
known by
first
now.
dates. I was
Like,
like, awesome.
are you a rapper? Watch
Oh, you a
this.
rapper?
Like, yeah, I'm locking this one in.
She was like, it in for
That's
sure.
right. I love it. Well, what do you got?
Man, we've hit on almost everything. We talked about the music. We talked about how's the mental health?
Mental health.
Put it on the glass. Put it on the glass.
I like to say I'm doing pretty good. Once again, the music, big part of that. It helps me talk about things because it's easier for me at least to maybe just have that time with just me and the microphone where I can just not have to worry about what I'm saying, if that makes sense, or who I might. I don't even say offend because I don't say nothing offensive, but
Right.
just
Might not
talk without
appreciate
that filter and just be able to flow.
Right.
Man, I always have a PG filter on me.
I mean, hey, well, that's what you got to stick for. I tell them that all the time. Like, that's why we mesh good together, because when things get tough, I'm going to go ahead and say what needs to be said, the way it needs to be said.
I
He
can't
can
hug
come
you right
back.
now.
He can give him a hug later, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can come back and you can give him a hug, for after what I said, but no, that's why it works good together, It's kind of like yin and yang, and at the same time, with mental health and things like that, we're always taught to tough it out, you know what I mean? But you need that individual that's going to talk to you and actually,
so you can learn from it.
I think for like having the baby, I've developed maybe thicker skin. I became more resilient to like things that would normally irritate me or make me more apt to crash out.
You're a role model now.
Yeah.
Trying.
You're a role model. You gotta be a role model.
That's what it
I'm the
is.
oldest. I'm the oldest of 8, so I've kind of always felt that.
Okay, so you always had
You
to
know
be
what I mean?
that lead by actions. You know what I mean? Like, they see everything, they see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So that's a good role for you to fall right
And
into.
earlier, like when you were, telling your story and stuff, I was kind of thinking in my head, I was like, I could have easily done a lot of the same things that maybe you did, but I think music truly saved me from taking that route. So all my family,
Oh, for sure.
everybody around me growing up, like I lived with my grandparents a lot and bounced around a lot. Like I definitely could have fell into some pockets that maybe would.
Oh, for sure, man. And that happens to too many people here in Milwaukee. You know what I mean? It happens.
It's
So
easy
that's
to.
why
It's easy to.
I'm really blessed and glad to have you here at the gym because Conflict Sports, is putting out that same energy,
Give you something
to the
do.
community. That's right. You know what I mean?
Music,
Because
I had my brother tap in. He does a lot of that stuff too.
definitely, yeah, man.
I should tap in.
Because I mean, well, I've been rocking with Coach Dre, the owner here, and his wife, and that was his son that came in, and watching their journeys, and your story is similar to every kid that comes out of this gym, every young man that comes out of this gym.
And just like you said
All it
earlier,
takes is
it can be
one
done.
bad decision, and they fall into that pocket. Because that was me for the first 30 years of my life, and then I finally decided, after I buried my homeboy back in 2020 down here, and when I came down here and buried him, I told his mom, like, this is the last time y'all gonna see me down here, and I mean, I come down here for things like this, but I don't just come down here to hang out anymore, because I've already ran that course, so now it's podcasting and public speaking and recovery and elevating, exactly.
And that that whole lifestyle ain't even appealing no more.
No.
It's like we want to go away from it, but a lot of people.
You don't dwell on it no more. Once you start moving, keep moving.
Well, it's like what you said earlier. You said it exactly, for like an Indian motivational quote, like everyone wants to be a beast until it's time to do beast things. And at 17, because I moved out when I was like 16, 17. So, I mean, same story. I moved out. I had my girl, I had a house, thought everything was smooth.
Yeah.
But then it came time to do those beast things, and I was like, yeah, nah, this ain't good. I ain't ready for this. And then, you know,
Sometimes that beast gets you in trouble.
right, you know, and everybody I hung around with, all my homies, you know, they was all doing music. You know, I got, matter of fact, I know I told you I be rocking, you know, talking to, swaying the team and stuff like that. So with all that, a lot of my guys had good chances to be in the music career. You know, I think Juvenile was on one of the shows, and I jumped on there and was chopping it up with him. My brother-in-law, you know, was down there with him, you know, and getting those opportunities, brushing shoulders with this crowd, and he chose to come back here and go a different path. You know, and it took away 12 years of his freedom. You know, and coming home back to this, and you don't have nothing. Like you said, you took music with you. That can go everywhere.
Your talent goes with you.
So I respect that. And I salute you
And
for that.
a lot of my friends that I began music with are lost in the sauce.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and it hurts to watch, and you try a lot to reel them back in, but it's hard.
Right.
It really is hard sometimes to pull them back
It
up.
becomes the normal. It becomes your normal. This is your normal life. This is what I've been trained to do. You know, that's why everybody, you know, when they say, hey, I'm trained to go. Yeah, man, who trained you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to go. You trying to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You already know. I'm gonna give you these
figure out.
paths, and I'm gonna tell you that's why I'm gonna stick. You know, I'm gonna tell you where you finna go. You know, because I've been there. You know, so.
And it's maintaining that discipline when that's happening, when your friends are leaving you. And pretty much what I've seen in any other elevation where anybody starts chasing a purpose, that happens.
It's hard because you feel like you're betraying them.
Yeah.
But,
Or, oh, you too good for us now.
You know what I call it? Trim the fat. You ain't adding value to my life, bro.
I said,
you gotta go.
Trim the fat, because what are you bringing to the plate?
That's right, exactly. What you bring to the table, man. Like you add no value. And I'm not saying that these ain't respectable cats that are, you know, rocking in their own lane. Y'all just don't add value to what I'm doing. And if you don't add value to what I'm doing, whether it's my recovery, whether it's my mental health, it's my progress in my career, you ain't adding no value. I gotta put you in a reciprocal. Yeah.
Give and take, and if it's all take, and there's no, you can't learn if there's no growth.
You'll run yourself thin too.
Yeah.
And it'll make, so this happened to me not too long ago. I had to stop everything because I was running myself all the way thin, and then getting mad, and just because it felt like nobody was responding, nobody was listening, and you know, it's your purpose, and when that's important to you, it hurts at first. Like,
That's where that
it's a
discipline
shock,
comes in.
you
You was
know?
talking about, you know, that discipline to be able to tell somebody, nah, like, bro, I'm not, no.
And I'm not.
Y'all taking away from what I'm trying to do, and you trying to make me stop.
It's
Because it'll be your
so
own family
easy
that's
to
gonna
quit.
talk you out of your dream.
Quitting is the easiest. Gary Vee, he's an inspirational guy. He says it all the time. Hate, judgment, quitting, all of that's easy. Optimism's hard. Fight during the struggle is hard.
Being resilient.
Yeah,
It's
being
hard.
resilient.
Being
It's
able to bounce
hard.
back, because a lot of people ain't finna bounce back. And I've seen it happen too many times where, like you said, a lot of you guys that did the music, lost in the sauce. You know, that's why I married my dude. Like he used to be the man. Like that was my plug, my command. That was the dude I messed with. And all of a sudden, boom, he just couldn't bounce back. You know, because he didn't have that wherewithal. You know, once they took that from him. You know, when feds come and they take that, you're like, yeah, man, you ain't the man no more. You start doing what everybody else is doing. You know, and it's that discipline that takes you away from that.
It upsets you aside.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna fall into that.
It'd be one you and there's 50 over here. You might feel alone, but
Right.
stick to that path.
And I ain't gonna lie, I still got my guys that I talk to, you know, that are family, and I get on the phone with them, and I'm like, yeah. I start talking like a whole different person. I'm like, yeah, man, we gonna link up and blah, blah, blah. And then like the next day, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna link up with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nope.
Let me
I got
think
an
about this
excuse.
for a second.
But it is super easy to just,
Yep.
yeah.
Well, it's people you love. It's people you care about. You know, it's people you've been rocking with for
It's
years.
like riding a bike. It's muscle memory.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Because you don't even know you're
Remember
doing
how easy
it.
this
You don't
was?
even know you're doing it until somebody tells you. And
Yeah,
it's gonna be your wife and your girl that's
It'll
telling
be
you
my
like,
girlfriend.
I
Yeah.
don't like when you hang with them.
I'm
You're doing
sorry.
it.
What do you mean? I've been here like 30 years.
You're
We
doing
did
it.
it. But yeah, man, I think you know, today was a great conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate you taking time out of your day, you know, in your busy schedule.
Yeah.
Because if y'all ain't know by now, he do be busy. You know what I'm saying? He gotta get up, take care of the baby now. You know what I'm saying? He gotta take out the trash and you know, stuff like that. So, you know, my man, that's right. You know what I mean? My man be busy, you know. So But yeah, man, I really appreciate you taking the
Appreciate
time,
you,
man, and
yes, sir.
chopping it up with us on Bros and Cons. So
And we will be sending, and well, you'll be the first one to get the shirt. We'll be giving Bros and Cons t-shirts to everybody.
oh yeah.
They'll be coming out pretty soon. We couldn't get them on time today. But
I
that's
know,
all right.
man. I was trying
We
to
tried.
have them, UPS, and then they do things
Then they just
differently.
put out they got like a outage right now.
Yep, they got something going on with it,
I got an email from FedEx or something slowed up.
Yep. Yeah,
Something.
yeah, because I was looking, I'm like, it's already here, but it's waiting. They telling me like from the 5th to the 7th.
I know a lot of stuff
Interviewing
coming-
somebody on the 4th.
It's like held in customs right now for some reason.
Bro, don't answer any of those text messages if you get any. I've been getting those, and they like, yo, you got a package that's being held by UPS and the what are they called? The feds, the customs.
yeah.
Customs are controlling it, and you have to talk to them. I'm like, well, first of all, if it's a package and I don't know what it is, I'm not calling them customs.
Well, we can't.
I've been through them days.
I can't with the end without freestyle.